Okay, and now let me deep dive into Moab, and that'll be that. I'll end my recording on the subject of Moab. Okay, so I have my little itinerary here that I'm gonna be looking at, and I have the map open already. So, I'm over here. I'm over here up in Seattle. And historically, the way I've done this journey is I will fly into Salt Lake City. Now, I've gone to Moab 3 or 4 times now. And my first time was in 2017 or 2018. And that was really, I mean, I might have driven through that as a child and I don't remember it, but for all intents and purposes, my first time being there was 7 years ago now with, oh my gosh, why am I forgetting her name? This young lady that I went to grad school with. I can't believe I'm forgetting her name. Nancy. That's right. Nancy Fakori. I believe she's Jordanian. And so we were friends, but we had kind of a weird relationship too. Like she was very different. Muslim, conservative, naive, like very immature in a lot of ways. English wasn't her first language. I was attracted to her, but I was also not super attracted to her either. Like she was not relationship material, but I was just a horny guy. I was just like kind of like, oh, somebody like a warm body a little bit. That was when I was single and kind of more desperate. So in any case, I do the road trip out to San Francisco with her, and on that journey we went through Moab intentionally. I wanted to check out Arches National Park and do that. So that was the start of it, and I've gone back at least 2 or 3 times after that. And the way I've done those trips is I fly into Salt Lake City and then I drive down to Moab from Salt Lake City. And that is kind of a longer drive, actually. I forgot how long that was. Yeah, it's almost 4 hours, 3 hours and 40 minutes. So I just had the thought last night, or actually, was it last night? It might have been this morning. What if I flew in somewhere closer? And the biggest city that's not Salt Lake City is Grand Junction in Colorado. So that flight is actually cheaper right now. That might change, but if it's cheaper now, it's probably not going to be that much more expensive in a couple of months. And the drive from Grand Junction to Moab is considerably less. I believe it's an hour and 20, hour and 40, and I would take the scenic route. So it would be a little longer, closer to 2 hours. But still, it's basically 2 hours shorter than coming from Salt Lake City. So that's appealing to me. Also, this drive is much more appealing to me because you're coming down to the Colorado River and just driving through canyons for basically, the last third of it. And I think this part of the drive is not too shabby either. Let's see. What does this look like? It's fine. I mean, it's not the best. Honestly, I'm a little confused. Where did that put me? That's not, I'm like not even on the highway. I mean, yeah, this is your typical interstate. It's going to be, yeah, it's fine. It's whatever. So, but in any case, it's a shorter drive. It's a more scenic drive. And I just like that prospect better. Also, I've never been to Grand Junction, so this part would be new. I had the thought, so this is going to kind of be my day by day, I guess. So fly in to Grand Junction. I would likely do that the second or third week of April. Oh my gosh, too many days. Or months, rather. Okay. So let's say we fly in the 18th and probably spend the day in Grand Junction. And depending on when we come in, and when I say we, it'd be me and McGill, who I'm hoping to talk with today about this, we would spend the night here and maybe explore around Colorado National Monument. I think this would be cool because there's stuff here that is appealing, right? Just what canyon stuff. Like this would be a good way to kind of wet our beaks a little bit. And yeah, it's just like cool canyon stuff, right? Like I don't know. There's stuff here to be found and explored and discovered. So, and this is the airport, by the way, right in here. So that would be day one. We would pick up a car. I guess we'd probably pick that up the same day. I was looking on Turo. I can find like a Jeep Wrangler that can accommodate a couple of bikes for like $750 or something for 7-8 days, however long we end up staying. So it's not bad at all. Split that between two people, totally reasonable. It's less than the cost of the flight. So that we would be able to do and accomplish out of Grand Junction. So I think that's pretty much settled in my mind. Like this is the way to do it. So the next day, Sunday, presumably, likely in the morning, but maybe not actually. Maybe we could do it later if we want to spend more time in Grand Junction. Drive into Moab, and instead of camping, that's the big change, honestly. This is no longer a camping trip. This is an Airbnb trip in Moab, and we have our bikes, and every day we just do day hikes, basically, or day bikes, or whatever. And we explore around, and our home base is, I don't know, some Airbnb in town, and we're just doing stuff out in the region, every day, and coming back to a nice warm bed and, electricity and all sorts of, modern stuff that's nice to have. And I'm more inclined to do it this way for a couple of reasons. One, you have to have the equipment, right? Like it might end up being a little cheaper over the course of a week to just camp every day, but I would have to lug a bunch of equipment and be responsible for it and worry about it, and that's annoying. And then second, maybe more importantly, it's just going to be less comfortable, right? Like camping, especially this time of year, mid-April, it's not going to be warm. It's going to be chilly. At night, it could go down to the 30s. So it could be some pretty cold, uncomfortable nights. So we're not going to sleep as well, and it's going to be uncomfortable during the nights in all likelihood. And we're going to be doing some intense stuff. So I think it would be ideal to be fresh. And I know McGill did not sleep well at all when we were camping last time. And I would like this to be a better experience for him in that respect. So lots of good reasons to do the Airbnb option or hotel option, whatever we sell on. The issue is that is going to be expensive. It's going to probably be like $1,500 for the two of us. So it's going to be like $700 plus, and then maybe taxes and all that. So, that's not nothing. I can afford that. I don't know where McGill's at. That's part of what I need to talk to him about. But I'm going to pitch that idea of doing Airbnb here, and then we do our mountain bikes. And then mountain biking, that's another thing too we don't have to worry too much about. We can either pick those up in Moab, which frankly might make the most sense, or we can get them in Grand Junction if we need to. I need to look into that a bit more. Frankly, if we were to get them in Moab, we would not necessarily need as intensive a vehicle. That's actually not true, because we're going to want to probably drive the bikes to some places that we don't want to bike all the way to. Also, I'd be interested in getting e-bikes this time. I think that'll make the experience more enjoyable and less of a grind, because we're going to be exhausted with other stuff, right? We're going to be doing a lot of miles of biking, and we're also going to be doing considerable hiking. So I think doing as much as we can to preserve our bodies, we're not spring chickens anymore, right? We're closer to 40 than 30. So, I at least have the means to make this a more comfortable experience in that regard. So yeah, that is that is kind of where I'm at as far as kind of the bigger picture stuff. So with all of that in mind, here are the things I would like to do. So this will be in no particular order. So first thing I would like to do, I mean, I shouldn't say first. One of the things I would like to do, as I already mentioned, is check out behind the rocks in here. And I don't know yet exactly what the best approach should be, but that is exploring around in here, scrambling around, going to this desert drifter spot. I think this could be a whole day. Like, look at this. Like, look at this. This is just freaking unbelievable. Like, I want to get down in the cracks here and explore around. Like, I want to be here. I want to be here right now. Like, this is my heaven. Like, and look at all of it. There's so much of this slick rock, these fins, just incredible. I want to spend a day in here. So this could be a day hike, a day exploration, whatever. And we hit this and then we poke around in here. Maybe same day, maybe not. I'd be interested in checking out this Cane Creek area and maybe even making it all the way out to this side. We'll see. I need to research this a bit more. Yeah, but I think there's potential, certainly in this Cane Creek area, but yeah, further afield as well. There's another part. Okay, so since I'm in this area, this would definitely be another day because somehow we need to get on the other side. So you can see there's a road here. It kind of goes through Cane Creek. But then there's this other highway, or I guess Potash Road, that takes you on the north side of the river. So you have to cross it over here. Yeah, and then you start the Potash Road over here. And I would like to check out Corona Arch. You can actually see it right here. Isn't that awesome? So go up the Corona Arch. That would be kind of like the site to see. Whoa, is this the train? What the hell? They have a train that just like goes through the... Wait, what? What? Dude. Wait a minute. The train just goes through the cliff like that? Wow, it does. I had no idea. That's super cool. I mean, that also makes me a little sad that there's a train going through this canyon at various points. But whatever. I mean, it is what it is. Humans, we wreck our environments. Anyways, so God, where does... I know, I'm curious. This train just like goes all the way up and around. It just keeps on going. Does it stop? Does it just stop here? It must just stop at this potash area. I think that's got to be the endpoint for it. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It ends here. Okay, good to know. Because they got this whole potash thing here. Like, is this all private land? Might be. In any case. So they got their little industry over there. Anyways, so Corona Arch we would check out. And then this area I would like to explore. And it's not clear to me how we're going to get there. It's actually this... Wait, where is it? This part here, Gemini Bridges. So, I mean, this might be a separate thing, but we can get to it from Potash Road from here through this day canyon and explore around, or we can come at it from this way. Yeah. So this is another thing. So Gemini Bridges, Corona Arch would be another day. Okay, another day would be Mill Creek, actually, which starts out over here. So it would basically be exploring this whole side of Moab. So we do Mill Creek, which is down in here. This could be kind of a chill day, just do the whole thing. And then also get up on the east side and do some of the mountain biking that can be done up in here. Like, for instance, all of this. Like, this is a lot of cars, trucks or whatever, 4x4. But I'm sure we could mountain bike in there too. So do a whole bunch of that. basically dedicate a whole day to Mill Creek and mountain biking in here. Okay, another day. So what, I'm on 4 days now, 5 days, running out of days. Would just be Arches, right? Like we'd probably come here on like, I don't know, a Tuesday or something, like the least busy day, not a weekend. And we just do an Arches day, right? And we do the normal stuff, right? We would do like double arch and do the Devil's Garden trail. Like this is where I was thinking we could camp, but like now I'm having second thoughts about that. And then go up in here. Like there is so much awesome stuff in Arches. Like this whole, I mean, it's just unbelievable. Moab is just surrounded by the coolest stuff. Like, oh my God, I need to live here. Like Jesus Christ. So Arches Day, and then specifically Fiery Furnace. Why am I having a hard time finding it? Is it up here? Fiery Furnace, here it is. I want to do a Fiery Furnace tour where we're just in deep, right? Like this is going to be super cool. Just all this stuff. So Fiery Furnace Arches Day. And then another day, oh, by the way, this whole spot I really want to check out. Like, let's see is this actually decent? Yeah, like look at this. That looks epic. I want to explore around in here too. I don't know if I could make that happen, but this is a whole paradise for me to go to at some point. Anyways, let's see. I know it looks like this is all in Arches. Interesting. Some of it is not though. It's like really down in the canyon is. It's kind of fun seeing the boundaries. Oh wow, like this stuff is not considered Arches. Huh. Okay, anyways, so that's a day, and then another day, and now I'm getting really out there. Like this is probably not going to happen, but I had this fantasy that we could do a rock climbing day and actually hire a couple of professionals. You know, I think it's like $250 a person. It would be most of the day, be like a 6-hour commitment where we drive out to Fisher Towers and we climb. Is it the Titan? It might be the Titan. It's one of these guys. So it's better if I could probably find pictures here. So it wouldn't be the Titan. Oh wow, someone base jumping. Dang, some recent base jumping. Okay, you can see. Yeah, here's somebody who's climbing it. There's this particular rock formation. I mean, I should just search it on. Oh, wait, I just saw it. This. Yeah, we'll climb this guy. Now, I mean, we're novices. We're beginners. And it's just straight up. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, I forget. Is it this one? It might be this guy. I think this might be the one that we climb. I've seen people do it. It seems like it's not that hard. It's really the last part that's freaky. Yeah, here, you see somebody. This is it. This is what we would climb. So, I don't know. Maybe not, but this could be a day. And then the last one that I had noted down, I do think since we're in the area, and maybe we wouldn't do this since it's the furthest away, is Upheaval Dome. Do this circuit. I really like this hike, but it is a bit more of a commitment. But the good thing is that this would give us a Canyonlands day for Island in the Sky. Like we would go to the viewpoints here and everything. So we could do an Island in the Sky day, and this could be the main attraction. And we would park here, and then we would go around. I went around this way. I would probably want to do it the other way. And I would like to go down and then up to the dome and then back and then around, which I think is like a 10 or 12 mile hike. And is there any? There are some. Yeah, like it's just freaking cool. Like, I don't know. This is a very unique feature. This is not actually in the dome. That is misplaced. This might be better. Yeah, so this is what it looks like down in the dome. Fascinating. So yeah, this would be the other one that's on my list. So, I mean, I mentioned a lot there. If we are doing this over the course of 7 or 8 days, I think that's absolutely achievable. So if I go to month, February, April, so fly in Saturday. So this is Grand Junction Day, first Moab Day. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 or 7 full days, depending on if we fly out on Saturday or Sunday. 6 or 7 full days in Moab. And I think that just about covers everything I mentioned, right? So I listed off, well, let me go back to the map here as context. I'll zoom out to get everything here. Okay, so we have the back of the rocks or behind the rocks with the Desert Drifter site. So that's one. And that could also actually maybe include Cane Creek. So we'll just call that one. We have Corona Arch, Gemini Bridges. That's 2. We have East Side, Mill Creek. That's 3. We have Arches National Park. That's 4. We have Upheaval Dome. That's 5. And then we have Fisher Towers. That's 6. So I think that's perfect. And then we might have 1 extra day to do something fun. So that's the plan. That is, that is what I'm thinking. And I'm absolutely hyped. Oh my God. Pun intended. I'm hyped. I am so excited for this trip now, and I can hardly wait to talk to McGill about it in a few hours. We're gonna chat, talk some details. Actually, it would be good to almost hop on a Zoom call with him. I might suggest that. So yeah, that is the plan. This is my recording for the weekend, the week, whatever, the last 3 days. I'm going to end it there. Hopefully this last part wasn't too boring. Obviously you can see my exuberance because I kind of live for trips like this now. And I hope it comes to fruition. We'll see. Like, there's definitely a lot that could change. I don't know. Nothing's set in stone yet, but that's the idea. Okay. Till next time. Peace.